So once upon a time, many years ago, I was an executive assistant at a pharmaceutical company for a C-level executive. And it was a really high, fast-paced environment. And I was hired to do his Excels or his spreadsheets, his expense reports, his travel and calendar. And a few months went in and I said, "You're not using me right. I can do more." And he was like, "Oh, you're good." And I decided to make it my mission to make myself indispensable. And so I studied, actually on day one, I studied all of his expense reports from the last month, and I learned, what does he order when he's tired at the end of a long day? What does
Oof.
he order when he's having clients in for a fancy lunch? What does he get at the airport at 5 in the morning when he's traveling? And I kept a list of his favorite foods and when he ordered them. And I would just notice his calendar and say, "Oh, he's not going to have time." And I would just have lunch waiting for him. He didn't have to tell me what he wanted. I knew. I made it my business to know him inside and out. I knew his blood type and when he needed his dry cleaning taken and when his engineering recertification was due. I'd been keeping track of his CEUs and his speaking engagements, and I brought it to him for signature. Right. So he didn't, it was this very high level anticipatory service. And that's a lot of it for us. So for my husband and I, devotional kink is all of that combined. It's my sacred spirituality, my sexuality, eroticism, and desire. It's my service. And all of it all combines. And so in our dynamic, well, he is very much 100% human and of the earth, which I love. He's also in some ways like the living embodiment of the divine for me, as I am for him. I'm the divine feminine beyond Kristen in any ego or personality. And I was looking for a place to put and direct the reverence, the love, the dedication, the devotion that I had in my faith. And I had nowhere to put it when I fully deconstructed. And so this is that lived out 24/7 in a committed long-term relationship that's more about a chosen, consensual, co-created, devotional, dominant and submissive dynamic, that actually, I think we've identified 6 dimensions of how this shows up in our life. So it's a multi-dimensional practice. Only one of them is actually in the bedroom. But the ripple effect of satisfaction and joy in the rest of our daily life is a lot of where our devotional kink lives.